Hi guys, and welcome to this lesson. This is lesson number 2, and we will be going through actual website creation. So I'm now logged into my to my dashboard for one.com, and if you've chosen one.com, this is how it will look for you. But if you've chosen other providers such as Bluehost, GoDaddy, HostGator, or anyone else, this may look a bit different. So what I'm going to do in this video is actually set up WordPress and make it ready for everything else that we will be doing. Because in the later lessons, we will actually set up a website, a landing page, a sales page, and how you can build your own websites based upon layouts that you will get access to later on. Because in the resource library for each of the modules, I will, as time passes, I will add in layouts for the program that we will be using, or the plugin and the theme and the website builder that we will be using in WordPress. So let me just dive in and go through actually setting up the website. So if you've chosen one.com and logged in, one.com has this amazing feature called one-click WordPress, and it basically is what it says. You can create a website blog, a WordPress installation on a subdomain or the primary domain with just a couple of clicks of a button. So I will actually create a subdomain. So I'm going to call it beta, and I'm going to click install. And one.com actually does the installation for me. So they add the subfolder where beta.socialupcoming.com will be on server. They will also add the WordPress files. So what I want you to do now is you can do two things. You can go to the domain, or you can click something called VP admin, which stands for WordPress admin, and it will come to this page because you only added the files and now you have to run the installation. So I'm going to go through it. So my preferred language would be English, United States. I'm going to click continue, and then I have to fill in a couple of information about the website. So I'm just going to keep it to beta, and that's it. This is haroldreiner.com, and we're going to hide this one and add in a password. Confirm weak password, and my email let's see, there we go, haroldreiner.com. And since this is a website that is made for tutorial purposes, I don't want it listed on Google, or I don't want search engines to list my website. So I'm going to check off discourage search engines from indexing my site. And it also says it's up to search engines to honor this request. But I'm going to check it to make sure that I've done everything I can. You don't have to do this, or I recommend you not to do this because you want your website to be visible on Google. So then just install WordPress, and I'm done. So now I'm going to log in, and I'm actually going to go through adding everything else. So now if you go to the page should look somewhat similar to this one. So first off, we want to remove the dash, or the list with that it is a WordPress site. So we're going to go into dashboard, we're going to go to plugins, add new, and then we're going to go searching for a plugin called hide admin bar, and then we're going to install. It doesn't matter really which one you choose, but let's see, let's just do the first one. So install now, 10,000 active installs on this one, so that's really good. So it's installing, and then we have to activate it. because everything that you do on WordPress, installation of themes or plugins, they are first installed, but they're not activated, so you have to activate it afterwards. We're just going to activate that one. So if you go to the front page again, it is gone. You don't see it anymore. The next step is actually cleaning out the content. So you have a blog post here, and you have this sidebar with a lot of widgets. Each of these boxes are something called widgets. So I will show you the widget first. So we're going to go to Appearance and Widgets. And as you can see, you have this place called Sidebar, as I mentioned, which is this area on the right side. We want to remove everything because it is automatically generated, and we're not wanting to have anything in this space. So if we were to refresh the page, you'll see that the entire widget area is gone, or the content in the widget area is gone, sidebar. The next one is we want to delete these blog posts. So we go back to WordPress, we scroll over, find posts, and click all posts. You have this automatically generated post called Hello World. So we're just gonna bin that one. There we go. So if you go back to the website and click refresh, you will have nothing found. So now, the website is almost clean now. So there's one more thing, and that is, let's see, comments. You want to go to comments, and it actually deleted that one as well. As you install WordPress, you will have automatically generated post and comment, but that didn't happen now. So next one is going to pages, and you have this automatically generated page called sample page, and it should look somewhat similar to this one, and we don't want that one either, so we're just gonna bin that one as well. So if we were to refresh that one, nothing found. So now we have a completely clean WordPress site, but it looks ugly, so we want to upgrade the design. And we will do that by installing a theme, and this theme is something you can find at the bottom of this page in the resources area, and it's called Divi. It is actually a premium theme that I pay money for, but since you are a lucky member of Social Upcoming, you will get it for free. So you want to go to themes and add theme, and you want to upload a theme. Since this is a premium theme, you can't find it in the theme browser. So I'm going to find this one. So I have it here in my folder. I'm just going to drag and drop, but you can also click choose file. So I'm going to install it. Give it a couple of seconds for actually uploading and installing. There we go. So as I mentioned, everything that is installed or added of themes and plugins, they're first installed, but you have to activate them afterwards. So I'm just going to click activate. Let's take a look at the page now to see how it looks. So if we were to refresh this one, this is what we will see. So there are a couple of more things we want to do now. As you can see, there are a couple of social icons: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and RSS. We don't want those ones. So then we will go to, as you can see in the menu bar on the left side, there is an option called Divi. If you were to click that one, you will get into Divi theme options. This is also where you choose your logo and favicon. And if you don't know what favicon is, it is a small icon that would show in your browser tab at the left side of the name for the website. So we will leave those for now, and we will scroll down, and you will see the option show Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and RSS icon. We will uncheck all of those. You're still with me? I hope so. So let's scroll to the top, click Save Changes. The next thing we want to do is go to Appearance and Menus, because if you were to take a look at the front page now, the social icons would be gone, but if you see on the top, you will see a home and a search bar. Search Google Glass. So we want to change this one because this is the so standard. Every page that you create on your WordPress blog will be visible in the menu area if you're not creating your own menu. So we'll just call this menu. Let's call it just menu 1. Create menu, and we're going to add, let's see if you can save it. Yeah, it has been updated. So we actually had to mark it as primary menu, and I thought we had to add something, but it doesn't seem like it. So if we were to refresh this one now, you'll see this. So let's try and add a custom. So beta there we go. So that's it. For adding something to the menu, you will have to actually add it. So as you can see, this is not the layout that we want. So we will be going over to appearance and customize, because we want to customize how the website should look. But bear with me, this is not how the front page or anything will look. And in the next couple of videos, we will get to know the Divi Builder, which is the page builder for your website. Now we're just gonna lay out everything over the framework so that you have a solid ground. Then you want to go to header navigation, header formats, and you have a couple of header formats. You have the default one, which is the logo on the left side, menu on the right side, and you have something called centered, which is the logo in the center as well as the menu in the center. But the logo is ahead on top of the menu. So you have something called centered inline logo, which adds the logo into the line together with the menu. You have another one called slide in, which places the same the logo and the menu on the same places as the default one, but you have these 3 stripes. So if you were to click that one, the menu would slide in, and the elements that you were to add to the menu under appearances, they will show down here. Then you have a 5th option called full screen, and if you were to click that one now, the menu would show on the entire screen. So an overlay over everything, and you will have the menu elements underneath each other in the middle. So we're just gonna go back to, we'll actually do slide in. Oh, we'll actually full screen. So save and publish. And we'll go back and we'll go even further back and go to general settings. Because as you can see in the new website, when we're on a website, the text on the tab isn't right. Beta and just another WordPress site. We want to remove that just another WordPress site and you call it something else. And to do that, you go to general settings and customize, and you have site identity, and you have this tagline, and here you can edit it to what you want. So beta add social upcoming, and that's it. That's what we will make it now. So if we were to refresh, you will see add social upcoming. So that's how you edit the text in the tab. So let's go over layout settings. That looks good. Typography. This is here where you edit the standard and the default font for your content. We're just gonna leave it at default as for now. And we're actually going to go to footer and layout. This sounds good, and you can edit the footer layout for the widgets. Footer elements. This is also a place where you can remove your social icons at Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and RSS. But we chose to do that through the Divi options. So we don't have to mess around with anything, but I'm gonna uncheck it. So you have something called the bottom bar, which edits the colors for the stuff and the content and footer menu. We're going to leave that blank now, but you can mess around with it and try different things, and if you want different colors. But the thing is, when we create the websites later on, we're going to use a blank template for the pages so that all of the design that you see now won't be shown. The only thing that you want to edit is, if we're going back to the WordPress dashboard, if you were to click on Divi and theme options, you want to add in a logo. And the reason for this is because if you add a logo, this Divi standard one will be changed to your logo. And it is better to see this page with your logo on instead of this page with the Divi standard logo on. Because this is the page people will arrive at as of now if you don't have a 404 error page. If you don't know what 404 error page is, it is a page that people will be sent to when they try entering a page where there is no content. So if they were to search for something and you wouldn't have content for it, they would arrive at the 404 page. So you want to add the logo. So let's see if we can just download the logo to show you. So let's see, logo, not logo font. So logo and search for logo. Going to pictures and we'll just take Fanta. So take a look at picture, right click, copy image address. We're just going to do this one. Theme options, logo, paste, save, to the front page, refresh, Fanta. So now we have Fanta. So the next thing that we want to do is set up something for security, because you want to make your website secure. So go to plugins and click on add new. As you can see, there are a couple of plugins installed, and we will go over those later. So the first thing you want to do is search for Wordfriends. Wordfriends is one of the most reliable and one of the best WordPress security plugins that limits login, it has firewalls, it scans your website for malware and hacking and so on. So this is the one I use for every website that I have to make it as safe as possible. And you don't want people to hack into your website, and that's why you should care about security. So let's give it a couple of seconds, and it's already installed, and let's click activate. So let's give it a second. Wordfriends is a pretty big plugin, so it will take some time. And you can go through the tutorial and introduction. I'm not going to do that. But now we're back into the plugins page. And as I mentioned, there are a couple of things that we need to clean out. And as a standard, WordPress installed two plugins called Akismet and Hello Dolly. You want to remove both of these by clicking delete, and you're done. So that's what you want to do. The next thing you want to install is something called VP Super Cache. If you don't know what cache is, it is basically a way to speed up your website by saying that to the visitor the browser that your visitor uses, or cache is basically a system where your visitor downloads everything that is on the website, so they don't have to refresh and download and load everything on your page whenever they visit. So that's why you want VP Super Cache. There's a lot of different cache plugins that does this job for you, but just go with VP Super Cache. It's the easiest one, and there's a lot of people using it. But you can see 6 months since last update and untested with your version of WordPress. So you can find others, but that's up to you. This is the one I will use now. And as it says, VP Super Cache is disabled. Please go to plugin admin page to enable caching. So we'll do that, and then we'll do caching on, update status, and that's it. Then you'll want to go back to plugins again and add new. And since you want to you want to track your stats for the website, you want to install something called Jetpack by WordPress.com. It is a great plugin that gives you an overview over how many visitors you have, and it also comes with a lot of other features so that you can protect and increase the functionality on your website. So let's get that one installed. WordPress is actually really easy to use, and if you're new to WordPress, it may be difficult to understand it in the beginning, but I promise you that if you use a couple of hours to get to know it, you will find it really easy at the end. So now we're done with this. So the next thing that we want to do is create a page. We're going to click on add new page under pages, and we're going to call this front page. Front page. Well, let's see. Front page, just in one word. You want to click the use div builder, and as I mentioned previously, you want to use the blank template so that you don't have any of the styling that is that comes with the theme, because we want to build the websites from ground on and up with something I'll show you in the next video, where we'll get to know the actual visual builder. So on the far right side you have something called template, and if you have to check off blank page. So that's it for this one, and this page, and we're going to click on publish. So now I built the framework and actually created the page that we will be going through in the next couple of videos, but we're going to add a couple of more. We're going to add a new, we're going to call it landing page. Landing page. Use the div builder, choose the template to blank, and publish. And we're going to go and add another one called sales page. Use the div builder, template to blank page, and publish. So now we set up WordPress. We have installed the theme that you want to be using, and with the theme comes a page builder called the div builder and the visual builder that we will be using. And yeah, that's it for this. And in the next video we will actually be going through the actual visual builder and div builder to actually build the different websites and show you how everything works. So what I want you to do now is scroll below this video and down to the resource area. In the resource area you can find a WordPress starter kit package, which basically is a zip file with the plugin, with the plugins and the different, or with the theme, the div theme that we will be using throughout this module. So scroll down and get the zip file, download it to your computer, and make sure that you have it easily accessible on either your desktop or somewhere in your folders on your hard drive. So make sure that you do that, and then you can skip on and go to the next video where we'll get to know the builder so that we can get to create these different pages.